Hurricane Helene slammed into North Carolina, unleashing torrential rains, powerful winds, and a storm surge that swallowed homes and businesses. Coastal communities bore the brunt, but its impact reached far inland, particularly in the mountain town of Canton. As the hurricane made landfall, the relentless rain transformed the Pigeon River into a raging torrent. The river overflowed, sending a wall of water surging through the town. Homes were ripped from their foundations, businesses reduced to rubble, and streets turned into rivers. The floodwaters rose with terrifying speed, trapping residents in their homes. The once peaceful town of Canton was now a scene of utter devastation. The floodwaters of Hurricane Helene transformed Canton into an island, cutting off the town from the outside world. Roads and bridges were impassable, swallowed by the swollen Pigeon River or buried beneath landslides. Homes were ripped apart, businesses reduced to rubble, and the town's infrastructure lay in ruins. As the floodwaters receded, the true scale of the disaster became clear. The streets of Canton were littered with debris, shattered furniture, splintered wood, personal belongings. Cars were tossed about like toys, their mangled wreckage a testament to the storm's power. Rescue workers began making their way into the ravaged town, hampered by widespread destruction. "I've never seen anything like it," said Canton Mayor Zeb Smathers, his voice hoarse with exhaustion. "This town has been through a lot, but this is different. This is devastation on a scale we never imagined." Smathers coordinated rescue efforts, trying to bring order to the chaos. "We lost everything," said Sarah Miller, a young mother rescued from her roof with her 2 children. "The water came rushing in so fast, we didn't have time to grab anything." "We're a strong community," said John Davis, a lifelong resident. "We've always pulled together in times of need." Davis, like many others, was determined to stay and help rebuild his beloved town. As the initial shock subsided, the daunting task of recovery began. Rescue workers, aided by volunteers, worked tirelessly to locate survivors, clear debris, and restore essential services. The National Guard arrived, bringing heavy equipment and much-needed manpower. Emergency shelters were set up, providing food, water, and medical attention to those who had lost their homes. Search and rescue teams continued to comb through the wreckage, hoping to find survivors. The town's infrastructure had been crippled, with roads, bridges, and communication lines destroyed. The water supply was contaminated and power outages were widespread. The economic impact was devastating, with businesses destroyed and livelihoods lost. Despite the overwhelming scale of the disaster, the spirit of the people of Canton shone through. Neighbors helped neighbors, sharing food, water, and shelter. Volunteers from surrounding communities poured into the town, offering their time, skills, and resources. Donations of food, clothing, and money arrived from across the state and beyond. Churches and community organizations mobilized, providing hot meals, counseling services, and a shoulder to cry on. FEMA arrived, setting up mobile disaster recovery centers and providing assistance. The road to recovery would be long, but the people of Canton were determined to rebuild their lives and their town. Weeks after Hurricane Helene, Canton remained a town scarred by disaster. The floodwaters had receded, but the task of rebuilding was just beginning. The debris-strewn streets served as a stark reminder of the storm's fury. The initial outpouring of support had provided some relief, but the long road to recovery lay ahead. The town faced the daunting task of repairing its infrastructure, rebuilding homes and businesses, and restoring livelihoods. Many residents grappled with trauma, loss, and uncertainty about the future. Despite the challenges, the people of Canton remained resolute in their determination to rebuild. The road to recovery might be long, but the people of Canton were determined to emerge stronger than ever.